Was asked today about the Afghan interpreters who helped the U.S. and about one in particular named Abdul. That interpreter still in Afghanistan, telling our team that the Taliban showed up at his front door in the last 24 hours because he had helped the U.S. He is now in hiding with his young family from the Taliban. Martha Raddatz first met Abdul when she was in Afghanistan 2 months ago. And he warned the U.S. back then that something must be done to help those of us who helped the U.S. during the 20-year war, because the Taliban will come for us. Martha tonight on the message she received from Abdul just before the president spoke today.
Among the thousands of Afghans trying to escape tonight is an interpreter named Abdul. He and his family were already in hiding when we visited Kabul 2 months ago, and he was already pleading for help.
I know that I will be killed by the Taliban. If they take over of the Kabul, direct they will come and they will behead us or they will kill us.
Abdul worked with U.S. Marines in Helmand province. He showed us his visa application, his letters of referral from Marines for whom he risked his life. But now Abdul is on the run with his family, sending us photos, which we will not show, of the Taliban arriving at one of the homes he had just left. Our Stephanie Ramos taking his case straight to the president.
My colleague Martha Raddatz interviewed Abdul, an interpreter who was on the front lines with U.S. forces in Afghanistan. Overnight, we received a photo of Taliban militants coming to the door of his home, literally hunting him down. Thankfully, he was able to escape, but he is obviously still in mortal danger. What would be your message to Abdul, his wife, and his 3 young daughters?
We want you to be able to get to the airport, contact us. We'll see whatever we can do to get you there. We've got to get you out. We are committed to deal with you, your wife, and your child, to get all 3 of you out of Afghanistan. That's the commitment.
Abdul was warning all the way back in June what could happen if the Taliban took over Kabul. And it turns out last month, a U.S. embassy employee sent a classified cable to the State Department predicting the Afghan government could soon collapse. Still, President Biden insists his team did not believe the Taliban would take over so quickly when the Americans pulled out.
Got all kinds of cables, all kinds of advice. I made the decision. The buck stops with me. I took the consensus opinion. The consensus opinion was that, in fact, it would not occur, if it occurred, until later in the year.
Martha, you heard President Biden committing to helping Abdul and his family, committing to help before the world today, all those Afghan interpreters who helped the U.S. out.
Exactly, David. And Abdul said he had a message for America, saying that Afghans worked shoulder to shoulder with Americans and had done their job with honesty and pride, saying the Americans left us behind and left us to those people who are not human and cut our heads off in front of our families. I am a soldier, he said. I am ready to die, but I care about my family. If the Taliban captures me, with pride, I will tell them I was an interpreter and did it for my country and my people. And David, there are continuing efforts to try to get Abdul and his family out of Afghanistan.